2000s decade was a weak one for Bolliger and Maviard, only coming out with one new coaster model this decade. So that I don't rip you guys off again with a short video, I will also talk about some of the popular US coasters they built during the decade, and some problematic coasters. That was a very long explanation, so before I lose y'all, let's get going. They perfected the flying coaster in 2002 when Galactica opened at Alton Towers in the UK. The first one in the US was Superman Ultimate Flight at Six Flags over Georgia. Vekoma tried the flying coaster with their Flying Dutchman model, but that was a flop. It was a nightmare for the maintenance crew. They also only sold 3 of these, not to mention. Anyway, enough about Vekoma. This is a B&M video. Just like the Batman and the Ride inverts, Six Flags Vekoma's Superman's layout 8 times and 3 times in the decade. Sorry about that. They built a 200-foot flying coaster in 2006 when Tatsu opened at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. One of the most problematic coasters in B&M history is the Dueling Dragon / Dragon Challenge inverted coaster at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. This wasn't really B&M's fault, but whatever. Yes, this is the same park as the Incredible Hulk, but we're talking about Dueling Dragons here. If you want to hear about Hulk, go to last video. Anyway, Dueling Dragons was a dueling B&M invert with problems with loose articles falling off the train and hitting the other one because those loops were so close together. It would even damage the track with the fast speed of the objects hitting the track. They would have injuries because of the flying objects hitting the other train's passengers while on the ride. It would also shut the ride down if the flying objects would break the track. They would barely duel the trains because of the flying objects. They decided to scrap the ride. They would build the world's longest floorless coaster in Batman Night Flight at Six Flags Worlds of Adventure, now known as Dominator at King's Dominion. They would also build one of the most beloved floorless coasters in Superman Krypton Coaster at Six Flags Fiesta Texas in San Antonio, Texas. That concludes the second episode of the history of B&M. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for part 3. Keep riding coasters, and I will see you all later.